Discuss on this video freeform dreadlock appropriation. And it's just something that I've been observing over the past few years, man. Look, it's gonna be real hard for me to make this video and get it out without me coming across as a freeform or a hair Nazi. But I'm just gonna let it flow, and however it comes out, it comes out. I'll deal with that later. Um, but I just been observing that there's a lot of people who don't like freeform locks like this, yet they attach that word to their name for clicks and views, right? It gets them attention, you know what I'm saying? It gets them the attention or whatever on social media. The other group is people who they're trying to highlight freeform locks, and they're very careful to. I know that I really noticed this more in certain articles that I have read. Um, I noticed that or certain articles and certain people, certain things on social media that highlight freeform locks. I noticed that um, they are very careful to pick out certain aesthetics and or uh, certain freeform lock types. You feel what I'm saying? It's not the rude, untouched freeform locks. Because after all, a lot of them feel like you look like you didn't do something with yourself. You look like you have no get up. However, um, they will use people who allegedly freeform um, as their, on their platforms to highlight freeform locks. So that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? And I know we're in 2020 now, and everybody don't freeform the same way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't grow their dreadlocks the same way. There's a lot of people. Everybody doesn't have dreadlocks like mine, where it's completely untouched. They didn't do anything to it. They grew it from afro. Everybody doesn't have that, which is why I appreciate the IG page Women That Freeform, because there's various types of freeform locks on her page that she highlights. That probably those women's hair probably wouldn't be highlighted otherwise. But she gives them that space. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate that page. I like the direction that it's going. So this isn't about how somebody started freeform locks. Like, it's not about that. It's solely about people who are using freeform locks to garner attention, right? And if you hear them talk, and which in some cases I have, they don't really even like freeform dreadlocks. Um, that's why you see the goalposts moving on it more and more. Now, you have your people who it's just a preference. They don't like it. But I mean, hold up. Not liking something and just having a preference is different. Like, a preference, you know what I'm saying? It's just, look, I like it on you. I think they're dope. Um, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't do it. Not liking them is a different thing. Like, I've heard people use the excuse of, well, I can't grow freeform dreadlocks like that because if you know what I'm saying, I'll end up with one big dreadlock, which is not true. Um, However, it's not impossible, and I think that's what people use. But it's a viable excuse because people hear them say that and be like, you know what, I understand you don't want one big dreadlock. When in reality, uh, the people who don't really like it but want to call their hair freeform locks, a part of them knows that they're you know what I'm saying, that they're not doing it, not because they don't want big dreadlock. It's because they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the look of it. They have the same stereotypes as someone else who thinks that these locks are whatever ways. They have those same things. Now, I understand. Look, you got a certain profession. I understand that you can't just be growing no freeform locks. Like, we got to be real about that. I understand that. Um, So again, I'm excluding those people like that. You feel what I'm saying? they just can't, for whatever reason. But I think there's a large number out there on social media right now who they don't like it, but they like the attention and they like the idea of people thinking that they have these freeform locks. I just have a theory that the more this continues, what's going to happen is the people who, and especially for women, the people who try to, who are actually freeforming and actually just let their dreadlocks grow. Look, this will always be stigmatized. This is the most polarizing choice of dreadlocks you can have. It is, because people either really love it or they hate it. So and no other locks garner the comments that growing your hair like this does. Like, they're polarizing, and people can't just scroll by a freeform lock picture, even if they hate it or they love it. They have to stop and be like, and leave a comment. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen people, they have to say something, whether that's a very mean comment or I just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? So, but my theory is in a few years that as this gets more popular and starts to grow, the people who actually grow their dreadlocks like this are going to get pushed further and further and further to the back. You know what I'm saying? And the people who are perpetrating it and putting their own twist on freeform locks, those people are going to be the imagery for what freeform locks is. And then, look, I make videos to show people that you can grow your dreadlocks like this, not be a bum, not be unproductive. You know what I'm saying? And all these, not be uncleanly, and all these other negative connotations or thoughts that people have towards it. And so, I wanted to encourage people, you know what I'm saying? And, or if not encourage you, give you correct information on people who grow hair like this, right? So those, you know what I'm saying, those people are going to be, are not going to, you know what I'm saying, have that space. And people with a certain imagery, are going to be, the examples of what freeform locks, or what people think that freeform locks should be, not what they actually are. You know what I mean? So, and that's just something that I've been seeing, man. And I think that, that's why so many people actually struggle with it, because the idea of it seems good. And then you actually start doing it, and your hair starts to tangle and twist and be all kinds of ways. And then it's like, you find out if you like it or not. And when a lot of people don't like it, they start to separate. And again, and they use that excuse of, I just don't want one big dreadlock. And then they start to say, well, it's freeform. It's free to do whatever you want to do. Which is true. That's true. That saying is true. But it's disingenuous at best. Because if you guys actually remember, I made a video saying, be honest with yourself, right? When it comes to growing your hair like this. It's not that you think that I'm doing this to be free is what I want, to be free what I want to do what I want to do. It's that you tried to do something, it didn't work out, so now you're putting your own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? You're moving the goalposts of something that you couldn't do. So yes, you can do what you want to do, but that's usually not why people decide to do certain things. Now, again, I'm not trying to be a hair Nazi. I'm not trying to be a freeform Nazi. I think that there's a space, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain space for certain people. And I think that it should just be for those people. It should be for the people who are actually doing it, not for people who either want to do it or couldn't do it, and now they're just putting their own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? That, like, so that's why that's what made me make this video. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of things. And also, again, I mentioned the articles and stuff. Articles usually, now I've read some good articles about freeform dreadlocks, and they actually, you know what I'm saying, get it correct. But I think for some of these articles, it's they're more talking at you people who freeform. Like it's more like a you people who freeform, you better make sure you guys keep your hair clean, and this is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes off as to me. So look, man, let me know you guys' thoughts because I'm very interested on people's thoughts on this. Let me know. Look, if am I being a freeform Nazi, or do you see the same things that I see? Let me know. I definitely will love to read the opinions and comments on this one.